Hello and welcome to another episode of Deep Dive brought to you by NewsX. My name is Vineet Malhotra. In a horrific incident that has sent shockwaves across India, a 7-year-old girl from a migrant labourer family was allegedly gang raped and murdered in Ghaziabad's Rajnagar extension area on the night of July 11th. Her body was recovered from the basement of an under-construction mall in the early hours of 11th. The case, marked by brutality, a desperate family search added by stray dogs, and swift arrest based on CCTV evidence, highlights vulnerabilities faced by children in urban construction sites and the failure of basic safety in such environments. The victim, a 7-year-old girl named Anushka, in some reports belonged to a family originally from Bihar. Her parents worked as daily wage labourers at the under construction mall in Rajnagar extension, living in nearby Jhuggis, and approximately 300 meters from the site. The family had been in Ghaziabad for a couple of years. The girl was playing outside with her brothers in the evening when she went missing around 7-8 p.m. on Friday. Her father recounted starting a search when she failed to return home as darkness fell. He checked with neighbors and other Jhuggis, believing she might be playing with friends. A 4-hour search involving neighbors and fellow laborers ensued. A painter reportedly saw her with 2 persons heading towards the building, and the mall security guard mentioned hearing a girl screaming "Mummy," but received no response when he called out. Police were eventually informed. The search took a crucial turn around midnight. As per the girl's mother, stray dogs in the area accompanied the search party. One dog went towards the basement of the under construction building and stood still. Following the dog, the family discovered the body around 12:30 a.m. The mother described the scene. The girl had no clothes, blood stains on her head and face, and appeared to have broken arms and legs. The body was taken into custody and a post-mortem was conducted. Forensic teams collected evidence from the site. Police recovered the body from basement 2, and the crime scene on the 3rd floor showed blood stains amid construction debris and discarded items. The area was a small, dark, damp corner near a shaft. According to police and family accounts, the 2 accused lured the girl with snacks like chips, cold drinks or samosas. CCTV footage captured them leading her into the building around 7:40 p.m. The assault allegedly occurred on the 3rd floor, and after the gang rape, one or both accused hit her on the head with an iron rod. She then fell or was pushed through an open shaft into the basement. One accused was seen leaving the premises around 11 p.m. The motive for the murder appears to have been to conceal the rape, as stated by DCP Dhaval Jaiswal. The post-mortem confirmed rape and death due to severe head injury and multiple fractures. Injuries suggested she was struck with a rod rather than solely from the fall. Nandgram police acted swiftly. A 22-year-old man, identified as Shahabuddin in some reports, was arrested, and a 16-year-old juvenile was detained. Both resided in the same Jhuggi cluster as the victim's family, and the juvenile is said to have planned the crime and instigated the older accused. They were identified through CCTV footage. A case was registered under relevant sections of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita for rape, kidnapping, murder and common intention. Along with provisions of the protection of children from sexual offences, which is the POCSO Act, forensic evidence was collected and further investigation is still ongoing. ACP Priyashi Pal and other officers confirmed the details. The under construction site lacked adequate security, with the guard's response limited despite hearing screams. At the cremation ground, the girl's mother was inconsolable, repeatedly lamenting the loss of her only daughter and pleading to be taken with her. The father expressed profound grief and anger over the condition of the body. Locals and labourers joined in outrage, pointing to risks in such insecure sites where children play near work sites. Migrant labourer families in urban fringes often live in precarious conditions with limited oversight. Construction sites become makeshift playgrounds for children, exposing them to dangers, and the role of stray dogs in locating the body added a poignant, almost surreal element to the tragedy, highlighting both community vigilance and systemic gaps. Let's take a look at the police as well as the relatives' account.
घटना ये हुई है कि हमारा मामा की लड़की जो मेरी बहन लगती है, उसकी बच्ची जो है 7 बजे से गायब होने के बाद में खोजने लगे सब लोग। ढूंढने पे पता चला बेसमेंट में मिली, वो जो गंभीर हालत में, जो कि एक दूसरे मंजिल पे से फेंका गया था और बताया जा रहा है कि रेप कर दिया गया उसको। तो हम लोग आए, उस तरीके से कार्रवाई की जा रही है। आप लोग जैसे भी समर्थन कीजिए और आगे तक पहुंचाइए इस न्यूज को, ज्यादा ज्यादा अपना जो है हम लोग को सपोर्ट कीजिए।
अच्छा, जब बॉडी मिली तो किस कंडीशन में?
कंडीशन थी कि जो है डेड बॉडी मिली। कंडीशन ऐसा था, बिल्कुल खून में लथपथ, और सर फटा हुआ था, पैर भी टूटा हुआ है उसका।
आज इसको थाना नंदग्राम पर रात्रि 1 बजे के आसपास जो 7 वर्षीय बच्ची के शव की बरामदगी की सूचना थी, उस पर तुरंत संज्ञान लेते हुए थाना नंदग्राम की पुलिस की टीम के द्वारा शव को कब्जे पर लेकर पंचायतनामा की कार्रवाई पूर्ण कराई गई और एक पैनल के द्वारा उसकी पोस्टमार्टम की कार्रवाई भी पूर्ण करा ली गई है। इसमें एफएसएल के द्वारा भी साक्ष्य संकलन की कार्रवाई की गई है। परिवारजनों द्वारा तहरीर प्राप्त कर इसमें सुसंगत धाराओं में, जिसमें कि रेप, अपहरण, मर्डर और पॉक्सो की धाराएं सम्मिलित हैं, इसमें एफआईआर पंजीकृत करवा लिया गया है। सीसीटीवी फुटेज के अवलोकन और अन्य साक्ष्यों के आधार पर 2 मुख्य अभियुक्तों की गिरफ्तारी कर ली गई है, जिसमें एक बालिग है और एक नाबालिग है। इसमें अग्रिम वैधानिक कार्रवाई प्रचलित है।
Tahira Hassan, social activist, is joining us on the program to talk more about this. Tahira ji, here we are once again talking about rape and murder, a brutal murder rather. You know, a girl was thrown from an elevator shaft after being raped by 2 men. She was bludgeoned with, some sort of a danda or a rod on her head. And she was barely 7 years old, ma'am. I don't even know what to ask you, ma'am. I mean, it's beyond pathetic.
Really, it is a very, you can say that, very painful for me at least, and for, I think, for everyone who is a human being. It's very painful and very heartbreaking news. But the first thing that not only the small child, 7-year-old girl has been raped, and after that she has been murdered, but she was the daughter of the migrant laborer, and she was living in the makeshift arrangement. So my question is this also, that they laborers, they work hard, they slog, and they just make the multi-story buildings and the multi-crore projects. But can't they be provided a safe place? And the well-lit, this thing, makeshift places, and with the gated one, can't that be provided by the contractors who are minting money? They make the multi-crore projects. Their projects must be cancelled. Why state is not taking any step? This is here the poor people, 7-year-old girl, raped, and I don't feel like saying the small baby raped and murdered. Right to life is violated. Right to life is not, Supreme Court said, not only to take breath is life, but to lead the dignified life. Now the poor laborer cannot lead a dignified life. Their families are not safe. So this is a question, and the people must come forward. Those blame the women for their dress, for their lifestyle, for this rape. This means they protect the rapist and they protect the rape culture. So let's first assault on the rape culture. And they must come forward and tell what kind of dress they suggest, what kind of dress code they suggest for the 7-year-old girl, so young. And under the BNS in POCSO, the life penalty is there. So I think stringent punishment must be given. Only arrested after the trial will be so long. There's no fear of law, because the trials take so long. After this, the case will come in court, and then again it will take so long. So redressal of this case should be, again I will say, through the fast track court. Otherwise witness will also get hostile, because she is a daughter of the migrant laborer, poor people who have migrated because just to earn the livelihood. They are not able to get the livelihood. So these things are to be taken in consideration, and these angles are also be taken. that is very shameful also, that what the contractors are doing, that they are just getting their blood sucked, and after that they cannot provide even the safe place to live. Why that place was not gated? Why there was no CCTV cameras and all? When the families are living, women are living, children are living, I mean, their life means something or not? They value something or not? कि उनकी जिंदगी का कोई value नहीं? I mean, these answers must be asked to these people also. And again, I will repeat, they get their projects, multi-crore projects done by these migrant laborer. You know, cheap laborer. They are cheap laborers. And their family is also not safe. You know, it's a very painful, you can say, very painful. It's a failure of the system also.
You're quite right, ma'am. Taira ji, always appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much for being here. We'll take a break. Be right back.
आपको हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस पे